Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, the Ninja King, and today we're doing a 50 sub special. What if Naofumi was not Isekaid for the first time? So let's get on with a few things before I get to start the video. Yes, I originally told that I was going to not be uploading this week, but then I found out that my exams, I have 5 days off before my next exam, so I thought, screw it, I have script ready for this, and let's not waste any more time, and let's upload the video. Yeah, sorry for giving you guys a spook in the last video, but yeah, let's get on. The universe is more of a, how shall I put it? A unique place to be in. In some universes, there's people with superpowers. In others, there are people with magic, which is more of a common thing. In other words, magic is there, but it's more hidden. But what I'm trying to say is that magic is pretty unique. But in this universe, we're taking a look at someone else. You may know him as Naofumi Iwatari. Naofumi Iwatari in many universes can be many different scenarios. I've seen multiple universes where he's known as the gun hero, a universe where he's even known as the sword hero, in some universes where things are much more, bleak for him. In the sense of the word, Naofumi Iwatari was very unique in many scenarios. So what would happen if Naofumi Iwatari was never sent to the universe he was meant to send into originally? This is taken from the overseer Gabriel and Naofumi's adventures. Well, let's get on. Let's not waste any more time and get on with the story. Naofumi was seeing around the room. It was a very high-tech scenario room with most of the technologies being seemed to fly. Well, Naofumi was taking his deep breath as he was wondering what can happen. If he fails this mission, everything is over. He needs to win this. As Naofumi jumps down, the robots, which would seem to be highly technologically based, would try to attack him. Immediately, Naofumi's body would be covered by a silver metallic armor. Before a sword wouldn't come out, Kirasio! As he would start to cut them all in half, immediately making them all malfunction and broken, as Naofumi would start to run. As he does, a bunch of other robots wouldn't come, as a blast of lightning would be sent to them. Immediately, someone in a blazing lightning wouldn't come down with a giant sword. He seems to have spiky pink hair, wearing more of a shoulder armor on his shoulders, basically. What the hell did I write for the description? Yeah, whatever. Let's continue. He seems to be wearing a black tight suit that seems to be clumped around his body, and an armor plating. He seems to be wearing metallic boots as well, as his sword would be swinging around the area. The sword would look futuristic and high for technology, as he would then look to Naofumi. Miss me, buddy? Not that much, Naofumi would then say, as he would immediately get up, using his sword to cut down more. As some others would then come, Naofumi would then immediately form a seal, blocking all of them. Seal absorption! As the seal's mouth would gape open, absorbing and eating all of them. That was easy enough. Let's go. Let's go now. Yes, got it. As the man and Naofumi would start to go, many robots would then come, as they would just slice them down. Naofumi Iwatari was sent here in many reasons. One of them is now being stoned. As he closes his eyes, wondering how he got into this situation. All was because of him, Gabriel. That asshole. Naofumi thinks to himself, wondering what Gabriel is doing right about now. Flashback. Naofumi was shown to be in his normally walking. He came from college and university. This Naofumi is a much older / a little bit younger version of him as well. I'm not so sure what the age of Naofumi is, so sorry about that. Naofumi would be walking around to the street as time would immediately stop. In front of him would then come a blue energy-like creature. The energy creature wouldn't start taking form before he shows it. It would have long white hair with 4 arms, stretching down with him wearing a Morphe suit, a halo behind him with 7 angelic wings, or should I say 8 angelic wings, being shown behind him in a way it showed at him flying into the air. Ah, so you must be Naofumi Iwatari, the man would then say. Who are you? I am Gabriel. Wait, you mean No, I'm not the Archangel Gabriel. Oh, the Archangel Michael's brother either. I'm a Gabriel. I'm an overseer. The best way I can put that in the most simplest terms, I'm a god. Wait, what? Listen up. I need your help. I'm not the god from my world. I need you to go to my world to save it. Basic terms, you will be Isekaid. Naofumi would then say, wait, I don't want to be Isekaid. I have a family here and I want to live with it. I know. You have a family. Don't worry. I'll send you there, you'll fix the problem, and I will send you back here. Time will not be disrupted, and nothing will change. Don't worry about it. Got it? Naofumi would shake his head, realizing what the man saying. Alright, if you say so. What is this world like? The world is called intra-ustral, or mechanics. Mechanics What's unique about it? Technology based. It's a world more futuristic than any other. At least that's my world. At least it was very futuristic and technology based and society, but magic also existed. But magic was more used in technology to help people out there. This world was very creative with its technology uses. Not that many dispute. More people in this universe kind of never had a world war. Really? Why? They just found that talking things out was way better than actually having an entire world war deciding who's the stronger princess. Oh, so what's the problem? It's a new energy they're harvesting. Something I left in that world by mistake. I need you to find that energy before anyone else does and contain it, or destroy it if you feel like it. Naofumi would shake his head, realizing what his mission was. I'll be sending you with a very hyper technology this world will make in a few years, as he wouldn't show a silver-like liquid-like goop moving around his arm. This is called a symbiotic armor. It will bond to your body and it will start forming into it. The symbiotic bionic armor would start to attach to Naofumi's body. And Sci-Fi had have no weapon symbols for this. One, I had commissioned someone to do it, but they have blocked me in Discord. Fuck you. Or maybe you've accidentally blocked me, I don't know. So I have no commission out for this one. Unlike the other two characters that I do. So yeah, hope you will see them later. As the armor wouldn't blow into Naofumi's, skin and cracks, immediately healing him. This armor will be your guide and protection in that universe. So I hope you can make use of it in a more proper way, he would then say, with quotation marks. Anyways, I'll be sending you there, as he snaps his finger. As Naofumi would now be sent to that universe of mechanic. And the moment he did, Naofumi would see it in a plain-looking room, taking his phone and flipping to it, checking what is the news and outs of today. News has been shown that some new technologies and weaponaries have been found. Naofumi decides to take a normal flat jacket, zipping it up, before putting a hoodie on, as it would then start to go down. Naofumi would see the area and the bustling and hustling of the city. The city was beautiful, with multiple street lights and lamps lighting up the area, with multiple cranes and cars moving around. Hyper technology, meaning that even cars are floating in the air, them having some magical engines inside of them allowing so, as Naofumi would be amazed seeing all of these new technologies. As he does, he would almost get struck by someone before someone pulls him out. It was the same pink-haired man, but this time he has longer hair and looking more of a gentleman, kind of like, "Wow, what are you gonna do there?" The man would then say, whatever Naofumi would then say. The man would look at Naofumi and what he's wearing. So you like old-fashioned or 20th century? Oh. Naofumi would then say, kind of, I guess. He would then slap Naofumi in the back. I have a friend that is exactly like you. She likes the 20th century outfit, so I can meet you with her. Oh, thanks. Naofumi would then say, not wanting to interrupt this man anymore. Anyways, are you recently moved in? You don't look like that lives in the city. Naofumi would finally notice that what he was talking about. People in the city had pointy ears like elves or blonde hair. They were more American in feature than Japanese. Yeah, Naofumi would then say to the man who was even more American looking than anyone else, would then say, "Alright, let's go then. I am going to anyways meet a friend, so let us introduce you to her anyways." As Naofumi would meet her with a flashback, immediately he would drop down before he realized it is an entire army of robots. "Great, we cannot handle this, Rook." "Rook," the pink-haired man would then say, "Don't worry, I always got it." As he would then say, "Flavara," as a fireball would be sent before a firing storm would hit them, before someone walks out. It would be a red-haired woman with red eyes. She would be wearing a skin-tight leather suit, which seemed like a Japanese/Shogun-style armory on the left side of her shoulder. She seems to be holding a katana with a cape flowing down her side. Naofumi would then say, "Hello, Ruby." Ruby, the woman's name, would then speak. "Nice to see you, Naofumi. How are you doing? You know as well. We all decided to hijack this place and tag the damn scientists anyways," Naofumi would then say, as he would immediately jump up, kicking into the air before slamming his kick down to another one of the robots that was going to attack Ruby. Ruby would be impressed before she starts laughing.
Oh, Naofumi. You're such an interesting bunch, aren't you?
Thank you for that, Ruby. As Naofumi would then start to go. Remembering the day he met Ruby, it was the same day he met Rook. Rook was taking him to meet his friend, aka Ruby, as they were meeting up in a small kind of shop. It was a Japanese-style tea shop. Naofumi asked what was with that design. Oh, people in the West kind of like more Japanese culture now, saying there's a new degree of world peace between them. Recently, the peace treaty has been signed, so Japan and the US are no longer in each other's throat, so more immigration and technologies are being first. Now, Fumi would realize that this universe has its own history that he may need to search, as he wouldn't see Ruby. Ruby wouldn't look at Naofumi before she finally comes up to him, grabbing his hand, she wouldn't say, as he would then start to speak.
Oh my god, finally my kid! I managed to finally find someone who has the same outfit dressed as me. You also like the 20th century fashion, don't you? Wow, can you tell me what interesting to you? All of this? Can you? Please tell me.
Ruby, enough. Don't you see you're making him nervous?
Oh my, I'm so sorry. I would like to apologize. You see, I don't find that many people who like 20th century but as you do, so I kind of get overboard when I see another person with kind of the same passions as me.
As she starts scratching the back of her head, Naofumi would realize that they're not so different from his friends or slash the people he knew in this world. Sure, they're more exciting, but yeah, in the end of the day, they exchanged contact as Naofumi went back to his house. As he sat there on the floor, he would wonder what can be next. Immediately, he will get an icon. Magic training, technology training must activate. Naofumi would then say, alright, let's see. So people here are divided into class. Let's see. That seems like the basic RPG classes. Swords, spears, lance, archers, and shielders. What are the shielders used for? Shielders are high defense people. To have a shield means that you're a more defensive party member. Most people here group up to fight people or monsters. So this world does have monsters. Monsters are divided into two types, the underdog and the lighter force. The lighter force are normal monsters, but doesn't mean that there are stronger versions of them out in the world. While the underdogs are the more crazier ones, more of the vengeful kinds. They live in the dark shadow realm, or the dark realm beneath the earth. Most adventurers go there to kill them and exchange experience points. To pick a class, you must choose one of the four. Now Fumi would wonder which one would he want to pick. Before he thinks on what those two said, Rook said that he was a sword user, aka a saver class or sword class. Meanwhile, Ruby said she was also technically part of the sword class, but she picked more of the lance class. There was a bunch of other secret classes that everyone can pick on what they would like. Ruby said that she multi-classed into lancer and assassin. She liked the assassin more because of their sneakiness. That's why she chose that one, which made it a lot more weird for Naofumi. Naofumi wondered if he's gonna team up with these guys in the future. He thinks of picking one that will match them. They need defense, as he wouldn't pick shield. Immediately, the shield class would be exhausted to him. But if you then say shield class, special weapon, sword, you need something to attack, don't you? You cannot just defend, or can you? After all, a fool would be using only a shield, but not their fist. Now Fumi realized that none of his stats just got negatified. It's just that his defense is the most highest stats, with his attack being the second highest. Well, at least this is not a stupid game, now Fumi would think, realizing that this is a lot more fun of a situation he is into. Even though this world is unique, he still wants to get back in time, as he would then wonder what's going to be next. Now Fumi would be moving around his room and checking the history of this world. So, just like he said, there's no World War II or World War I. When I start to search walls, it just turns into the legal documents of any country. Now Fumi would then see, looks like Nazis that exist in this universe. Good thing they don't. Germany. Now Fumi would then search of Korea, and see that both of the nations are combined, and in a different name, Costerius. See, so the West, as the America would be shown to the name of East. Japan would be called Japan, even though it's pronounced Japan, people still call it that, I see. European countries would also have unique names. Now Fumi would wonder if the mall was more like the Earth. He would then see that, yep, it was definitely a circle, but the size of that was calculated was 10 times bigger than the Earth. Now Fumi wondered why the fuck was it so big? And apparently the population is not that much. In a sense of the word, this world was basically perfect. As Gabriel would speak in his mind, of course it is perfect. What do you think? Gabriel, right? That's correct. That is right, I can speak with you. There's a reason why this world is so perfect. You see, I made this world to be a paradise for any humans or anyone that is Isekaid to this world in a sense. I wanted them to have a peaceful and happy life. I'm not a cruel judgmental or an overseer of gods. I want to live people in happiness. That's why there's more crops, more land area, and less conflict. I make sure to judge some of the more world leaders to choose more of the peaceful world, so you manipulate them. Manipulation would be a hard word. More like I guide them to a safer path. Gabriel would smile. a smile on his face that shows of a benevolent but at the same time very demonic smile. Naofumi wonders what is this unique combination of demonic and benevolent, of godly. Like, what are you technically? You're an angel, right? It's hard to say. You people from the Bible take our names a lot. For example, Michael, Lucifer, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, Stalon, and many more. Even God has taken a name from the Bible. All of us exist, but we more like guide our own will. Yes, there may be counterparts of us in other universes, but they're either angels, demons, or something else in between. Who knows? Many universes have many different versions of us. Gabriel would then say, for now, I'm the overseer of this universe. Overseer? Is that a term that you say that you're a god of this universe? That's correct. Overseers are all linked thanks to the Akashic network. The Akashic network, basically the collective will of the universe and the collective will of the overseers combined together. We named it Akasha for reasons, I guess. The Akashic terminal or the Akashic records in some cases. Just because it's called records, it doesn't mean it's a physical manifestation of something. It just exists there. Cool. I see that there's a lot of law dumps you're doing. For what reason? I wanted to explain to you, because the moment you're sent back to the world, you cannot see the world in normal places. Why? I've seen a lot of overseers who have sent their people back to the worlds, and thanks to that, it has allowed them to get stronger. But at the same time, they were never the same. They start to question their reality, and so overseers had to pull them back. Pull them back to where? The universe they were at. Do you think that's going to happen to me? Not all the times. Some people just see it as a great judgment. Others even take their friends or any lovers they had to their universe. Obviously, their parents don't immediately believe them until they show them a proof. Some sort of technology, magic, or something that didn't exist in that other world. Like, for example, one of them went to the 19th century. Let's, for example, take it that someone takes the technology of the modern era and their parents are shocked. Even with their lover, they have to exist to the world again, but they become some sort of king or god. A greatest example would be one of the King Arthurs. King Arthur's real? In many universes, yes. In others, not so much. Heck, even in one universe, he's a girl. Excuse me, are we not going to elaborate on that part? I don't think so. Gabriel would laugh, as Naofumi thinks to himself that he got a weird partner here, but he kind of likes it. As Naofumi wonders what can be next. He takes his deep breath before wondering what is going to happen in the future. Anyways, I think he should get to sleep. Tomorrow we'll be starting your training, and after that he will be getting the energy cores one by one. Alright, Naofumi falls asleep. But as he does, he then realizes that something happened. Gabriel would immediately wake him up, protect him by a seal before an explosion happens. Naofumi would be hurt, his eye would be bleeding. What happened? I miscalculated. You miscalculated what? I sent you way too far. I thought I gave you enough time, but apparently not. I'm sorry, Naofumi. I failed. Naofumi wouldn't say even before I started anything. No, it just means that this is the aftermath. You can at least save the future, if you cannot save it now. Naofumi would wonder what he can do now, before he sees from his apartment building someone's cloak, or more like a jacket. He would pull it out before he puts it on. Think to himself, I wonder if my friends are still alive. Immediately his phone would blare, as he would then see it was Ruby. Naaf! As he would then start to speak.
Naofumi, you did? Are you okay? I'm wondering. Me and Rex are here together. Are you okay, Dad?
I would worry less about me and worry more about you. And is Rhodey/Rex okay? Tell me about that already.
Yeah, he's fine. For me, just a scratch. Don't worry about it. Just meet me at a camping same position, even though that's probably destroyed. We'll discuss there, okay?
As he would immediately run where Ruby and Rhodey/Roxy was there. Immediately meeting her, he would be worried about her, with Rhodey saying that's okay, it's a special kill. Healing that will heal her over time. They decide to hunt. And for the next few years, they'll be fighting monsters, leveling up, and stopping someone that they met. In one of their missions, they met someone named the Scientist, apparently the person who caused this. And all of them were pissed for obvious reason. Many times later, they would finally ask Naofumi, because he didn't have common knowledge yet. And Naofumi explained to them what happened. They were at first shocked, but second of all, they were more happy that he came out. In the end, Naofumi managed to defeat it. And now, let's move on to the present time. It was the last mission that finally raided the hideout. Many people were there outside helping them. Many of their friends and allies were there as well. Naofumi would now kick down the door, as the Scientist would then say with a sooty grin. She speaks with a crazy tone. Yeah, Naofumi Watawi, what a perfect substance I have right about now. You and your friends will put the greatest and most successful experiments of mine. This guy is crazy, Rhodey would then say, as it would immediately shock him, as Naofumi would then go, kick him in the air. Ruby would then get up, immediately cutting his head off, as he would then speak. Goodbye, evil scientists. We hope to never see you ever again, and ever in this lifetime. She slams the katana right to his head, as he then looks at him with a smile. Naofumi would then go before he then slams it. He would immediately move his arms up, as the symbiote would leave his body before covering what seems to be a glowing like orb. Immediately covering it, a message would pop out. Completed. Energy core restored. Now do you like to destroy it? Naofumi would then say, immediately destroying it, knowing the facilities of it, having something like this, which is basically a nuclear bomb on steroids. Activating is not a good idea. This literally destroyed a portion of America, or America, where he lives right about now, and a portion and the rest of the world basically got radiation poisoning from this shit. Obviously, Naofumi was not going to allow some dangerous technology like this alive, even if it could help it. Naofumi would look at both of them before hugging them. Both of them would then hug back before Rhodey then asked, so, what now? Let's go back to their world? Naofumi would wonder what now, before time stops, and an oh so familiar feeling would arrive. Gabriel would show up. Gabriel would then smile at Naofumi. So, what now, Gabriel? I'm the one who's asking that. Do you want them to come with you? Sure, Naofumi would then say, and Gabriel would smile. And thus, Naofumi would then speak. How about you guys come with me? Obviously, you guys have nothing else to do you? They'll both think about it before both of them says nod, as they both smile before giving the answers to Naofumi again of why the reason they want to go.
If you ask me, I would like to go back to the 20th century and see everything about it. Sure, I may miss this era, but families and friends are dead thanks to that damn scientist. But yeah, I have you now for me. So, you're my best.
Rhodey would smirk as he would then say, for me I want more challenges. And if you ask me, you're the best friend I got. So, I'm living with you and Ruby as well. I don't care what happens. Plus, I was an orphan anyways, got my job the day the explosion happens, so I don't have no more life anyways. So I'm gonna go with you. Thank you guys. It's not for me but then go to Ruby, touching her hand, and I'm happy that you can come with me. Ruby would have a blush on her face, as she would then say the same thing, that she is also happy to go with Naofumi. Naofumi would smile, kissing her, with socks. No one basically. Gabriel would then say, about time. Rhodey would then say, kind of expected it, not gonna lie, as Ruby was kind of blushing. Naofumi would then say, alright Gabriel, it's time. Before that, Calamitous of energy covers Naofumi's body, before he gets teleported somewhere else. Immediately, Ruby and Drax would be confused, but then Michael, for the first time appearing in front of him, oh fuck, but both of them gaping, wondering why Michael? Michael only appeared in them when it was absolutely necessary. Rhodey, what happened? Naofumi just got Isekaid again. Wait, did he get sent to another world a second time? Apparently so. What can happen to him? Send us there. Michael would then say, I'll be trying my best. Immediately, Calamitous energy starts to form in his hand. I'll send you to where Naofumi is sent. I'm not guaranteed that he will be sent at the exact same time or the exact same place. Got it, both of them would then say, as he would immediately teleport them, but wondering to himself what can happen next. Who messed up? Before he hears a sly little laugh. Lucifer. Someone would not show his face. I know you're there, brother. But he would just have a voice. Oh, Michael, you do realize that I needed someone. I needed him. I know that I also know the Sealed needed him. But why? Why didn't you allow him to go back to his world first? It's because this is more fun. Lucifer would then smile, but you are the used pain in the ass. I know. As Naofumi would officially be sent to the Sealed Hero universe, wondering where he is. And this is where end things up for today. Hope you guys like this part. Like, comment, and subscribe. The next part or part 2 for the series will come out tomorrow. So see you tomorrow.